What's going on, guys? The labor shortage is wreaking havoc on all managers, supervisors, and so forth. They sitting there crying and everything of what to do. You got to work with what you got, and I'm going to show you right after the intro. What's going on, guys? This is Markie Williams, and welcome to my channel, Online Certification Courses. This is a channel where you can learn a new skill set or brush up on an old one. Continuous education and improvement should always be a priority if you want to stay current in your field of work, and plus get paid your worth. Enjoy the tutorial. All the links will be down in the description below. Please make sure you like if this tutorial was informative. Please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on any training courses you may want to pick up. Comment below as to what you'd like to get certified in, and I can send you a link personally to check out. So let's get started. So the big bad management team crumbles after the workforce got laid off and even fired behind the hoopla that is taking place right now. Let's take it back a step or two. Do we as employees remember the a-hole management or how we were being treated prior? Now management is crying while rolling up their sleeves to do the work they delegated to us and how we were doing it wrong, etc., etc., etc. All the while their bosses are looking down at them now like, well, what's the holdup? I would like to continue to kick their back in, but my channel is about helping, informing, and educating everyone who is willing to learn something new. So here we go. Do you remember in the beginning when I mentioned work with what you got? Well, that's no empty slogan. You need to take the employees you already have and start reskilling and upskilling their roles. Now let me throw this out to you first. Dear management, supervisors. From the jump, more money is going to be needed to help facilitate this, meaning more money to these employees that stuck it out with you, and we are talking dollars, a few of them, added to the hourly wage. These conditions help to promote a virtuous cycle. When a workplace values talent, it attracts more talent. In addition, if employee skills have become obsolete, reskilling reduces the need for retrenchment, thus avoiding a fall in workplace morale, just simply keeping things fresh and current in that department as a whole or the position. I have seen personally a department of 5 install coordinators with a manager overseeing them, so it's 6 total. And I said to myself, man, why do you need so many people for this role? Management told me they all have a unique experience to make things run smoothly. So I'm thinking out loud to him, right? So one takes a vacation for a week, who fills the gap? He looks back at me and laughs and says, no one. It's like, no one. So me pressing the issue goes on to say, why don't you cross-train everyone in that department? To the point everyone knows everyone's job, so a few things can happen. Number one, you won't need 5 people. There has to be a couple weak links here, and others may be picking up their slack. Number 2, trim the fat to maybe 2-3 coordinators, do another cross-train, reevaluate the department job description a little deeper to see if anything has changed in its roles, and if so, then start reskilling and upskilling. Of course, this will have to be addressed correctly. The best case scenario is that you see a need for skills, new skills. The horizon may be a new system getting installed, and you start training your people early. So that's when it's time to adapt that new technology or practice. Your team will be ready. The worst case scenario is hanging on to technology or practices that are antiquated without updating your employees' prior skills until you're forced to adopt a new way of doing things. Then you may end up having to hire new people with the skills you need, and you may not be able to keep the current employees in line. To avoid this kind of crunch time, think of upskilling and reskilling as an ongoing process rather than a short-term project. As a leader or manager, you can make reskilling easier by always keeping an eye out for the next role your people will need to fill as your business and industry evolves. Like any program systems or a new process, your company's reskilling and upskilling efforts will be the most effective if they are part of your culture. So the first step is to embrace a learning culture. These days and going forward, companies can't be having outdated thinkers and motivators. You can't expect a company to survive if you have employees thinking the same way they did when they got hired 5 to 7 years ago. So as a manager in a certain department, you could start a yearly program and of course get it approved through upper management to set goals for learning and skill developments. Also, for the reskilling and upskilling programs, you will also need some specific resources to help your employees follow through on their learning goals, such as adopt a skill development platform, such as a certification platform that they could take and get certified. Seek out specific skills training. A single platform may not have all the resources you need for a particular reskilling effort, so you may have to shop around for a multi-certification platform like the one I will leave in the description below that covers many different job roles certifications. Encourage job shadowing. A lot of times we think of shadowing as something that helps new hires or interns get a sense of what particular roles is really like. However, there are at least 2 ways that shadowing among current employees can help with reskilling and upskilling. Sometimes employees already have the skills and knowledge they need to transition into a new position or role based on the work they're currently doing now. For example, a payroll expert who handles several of your company's clients' accounts may have the insight that also make them valuable as a consultant for other clients. Also keep in mind that the evolution doesn't have to be either or. You can also stay in your current role or move to the new one. The payroll expert might be able to consult while still keeping a hand in payroll to keep their knowledge and skills up to date. You could build a strong workforce that's ready to take on whatever changes your business faces when you create a culture of learning, keep an eye out on new trends, make skill development part of each employee's routine, stay open to employees' expertise, hire individuals that are willing to change. Many thanks for taking some time out to check my tutorial. All the links will be in the description below. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on any training courses you may want to pick up. You may click comment below done and I will reply back. You can check me out on the Facebook under Markie Williams, and also I have a page online certification where you can like and follow as well. Please make sure you check out these certification thumbnails that are floating right around here. Many thanks once again. It's Markie Williams and I'm out.